So how many different ways can we use a journal? So that's what this video is all about. How many ways can you use a journal? For a lot of us, we get stuck. We make a beautiful journal, but then we say to ourselves afterward, now what am I going to do with it? Or we make a journal with no plan in mind of how to use the journal when we're done, and then it just goes on a shelf. You're admiring the cover, and you're so proud of yourself for all of the beautiful embellishments. Maybe you've made a tassel, and you have pockets, beautiful flowers, whatever it is that you've adorned the front of the cover with. But there it is. It's sitting on the shelf. It starts to collect dust, and you go on to the next journal. And you just continue this cycle of making journals, but you're never using any of the journals that you've made. Do you find that to be true in your case? So I found that some of the journals that I've made here on my channel, if you've been watching me for a while, thank you for being here with me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Marcia. Welcome to Markets of Sunshine. This is the place for you to unlock your creativity and find various ways to use a journal. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about that. So I've made altered books here on my channel. I've shown you junk journals, gratitude journals, card making, embroidery, sewing, making placemats, variety of things here that you will learn from me. So you can check out my video list of all my how-to videos if you want to learn how to make any of those things. But now we need to talk about, we've made a journal. Now what are we going to do with the journal? My evergreen journal that I put on the front of the cover, Rebel Quilter, and then I made the cute little needle book that went with that, if you remember that video series. So I am looking at this journal set. It's beautiful. It's embellished. Just, I mean, for me, I love it. You know, we make things that we love, right? But this journal is just sitting here on the shelf. Every time I come into my craft room, I am looking at this journal, and I'm loving the tassel, loving the little ribbon I made to go around it, my little needle book, all the little doodads hanging off the spine. You know, I mean, the tab embellishments, the pockets. I opened it up the other day and I looked at it and I said, okay, I turned page by page by page. And there was only a few pages that I could really do any true journaling on. When I talk about true journaling, I'll show you in a minute. And then the other pages were pockets, little tuck spots, a belly band. So on those pages, I can take a journal card and then tuck that into those spots. So that's where it really helped me to rethink this whole process of what am I doing with this particular journal? What is it going to be for? What is the purpose of this journal in the end? So now my journals that I make and sell in my Etsy shop, Markets of Sunshine, are for journaling, for gratitude journaling, for daily life journaling, for food diary journaling, whatever you want it to be, a traveler's notebook journal, field notes. So that means that the pages are going to be, majority of them are just going to be blank pages. So this is an altered book that I did. I made a cover, so there's a pocket here, there's a pocket on the back, and this was a tea book. So it was Victoria, the Essential Tea Companion. So first what I did is I went through the first bunch of pages after I ripped out a lot of the pages, and I have the whole series on altered books. Go to my videos playlist, you'll see an altered books playlist. You can just binge watch that whole section, and you'll see how I walk you through what I did with making these pockets in the first beginning of the book. And then I saved the last part of the book. This is all for my journaling. Okay, so then I just took art paper and I glued it to the pages, used some washi, used stickers. So now I have this whole back of this. This is what is true journaling. So now I can come in here and I can just gratitude journal to my heart's content, daily journal, goal setting, journaling, whatever it is. So I thought about it and I said, okay, so to unlock our creativity, to help us to begin to journal or to continue and pick up journaling, because sometimes we want to journal, we start journaling, but we drop the ball. I find this to be true in my case. I have little small journals that I've made, and I altered a book, 12 little journals I made pockets in the book, and all these journals are put into the pockets, and then each month or every couple of months, however long it takes me to fill up the little journal, I fill it up and then I put it back in the book and then I take out the next journal. So that system is working great, and that I keep by my couch, and they're just little small journals. But now I decided, okay, I like that still, and I'm going to keep that. But now I'm shifting a little bit, and I want to show you what I'm going to do. So Annette, if you're watching, which I know you are, this is for you, my friend, and anyone else who doesn't journal, doesn't know what to do with a journal. Now you've seen me do my plan a month videos where I show you every month I keep a food diary, a food log, so that I have to rotate my food and I have to write it down every day. Can't eat the same thing days in a row, so I have a rotation diet. So I have to map out every month and know what day am I eating, what am I eating, you know. And so I do not leave that to my little memory, and I don't burden my memory my mind to try to remember all that. I write it out. So I have that journal, which I made, which I just purchased a lined notebook off of Amazon, and I just embellished the cover, and then that's it. Simple, easy, no-brainer. Take all the stress off of you. But I love my gratitude journals to be beautiful, to be inspiring to me. But if you just want to get a journal notebook off of Amazon, that's perfectly fine too. But if you're watching my channel, usually it's because you want to learn how to make a journal, right? Or you want to buy one of the journals that you've seen me made here, or you want me to make you a journal. I've done that for many of you, so thank you so much, all of my customers. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all of my community here. Thank you. Without you, I would not have a channel. So in this video, I want to show you how to, one, make a journal from an altered book. This was super simple. All I did was take the fabric, covered it to cover the book. Didn't spend a lot of time on it. Now I wanted to just dress up the cover. That was something I had left off in the videos when I made this one. And so now I'm getting this out because I wanted to start with a different focus on my journaling, which I'm going to get to here in a minute. So this is an envelope that I had purchased from Amity Bloom on Etsy. I laminated the front side, but the inside is still just the paper. So I glued it to the fabric cover. I glued these two sides just using my Aleene's tacky glue. And so if you're not familiar with Aleene's, you can purchase this at Walmart, Amazon, Michael's. The best deal that I found was on Amazon. So what I do is, if I can use a coupon, buy one of these 5-ounce bottles or 16-ounce bottles. I think Walmart is cheapest on that, but anyway, you may not have a coupon for that, but anyway. And then get the gallon size off of Amazon. Now you are really going to go a long way. I believe we've used a quarter of the gallon, and I know I've had it for 2 years. So that's how many times I've refilled my 16-ounce and these 5 ounces. I have this 4-ounce one. So I have refilled 3 bottles, and I've only used a quarter of that gallon. So that shows you how. And if you watch my videos, you see how much I make. You know, I use a lot of tacky glue. It's my favorite glue. So now I made this years ago, and the teacups, I believe I purchased from an Etsy seller many years ago, so I do not remember who it was. So these little applique teacups I had already purchased. And then I cut out the felt, cut out the lace, the crocheted lace, and then I just glued everything together, and then now I took that and glued it to the front of my envelope. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then this was vintage fabric that I already had. So now what I want to help you with to journal more often is let's use journal prompts. And you've heard about journal prompts. So I made up a list of journal prompts and I gave it to you free to all those on my mailing list for August. If you want to get on my mailing list and get your journal prompts, then sign up. The link is in the description below. And I know that website is quite a long name. But all you have to do is click the link. You don't have to worry about typing that whole long URL out. So it's coming up for renewal. You know, I'm thinking I might shorten it, but I don't know. So if I have to purchase a new one, but otherwise I just keep it. I'll just keep it. Now then, in addition to that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make cute little index cards real quick like a bunny to go in our envelope using our envelope punch board. This is all you do. So I've cut these 4 by 6 thereabouts, and they're going to go into my beautiful little floral envelope. So all you need to do is you put this in here, and you punch, and you punch. And now you see you've got the 2 notches. Now, all you have to do is you cut off the little excess piece. If I can keep my hand steady. Alright, and now you've made a cute little file folder. It's that quick and easy. File folder. Little index card. I don't know why I said file folder. So here's your cute little index card. That's easy, really quick, using your envelope punch board. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. I'm not going to do all of them. Now, the journal prompts are the key to this whole stagnation of journaling. And so what I did is I printed out my list, laminated one side, and when you laminate the one side, it just gives you that protection and stability. But if you don't have a laminator, the next best thing you can do is use packing tape. So you just take your packing tape, and that's what I did with these. So you can see the shiny on them as opposed to just the plain paper. This is just the copy paper. And you just put the packing tape on the top, trim it all around the edges, don't fold it over to the back so that you'll be able to glue it. And so I glued these onto each page in my journal. And now these are going to be my starting point to be able to journal. So when I open my book, even though I have my little gratitude journals, this is going to be just to talk about other things. So the first thing that this comes on your journal prompt printout. If you want to touch the future, touch a life journal. So you cut out these individually, and this one is the same sheet, but I just obviously resized it. So you can see this was the original size, and then I reduced it down. I think this was the 4 by 6 setting to get it to this size. And so the first one, you can glue these in your journal any order that you want. So I just cut them up and then I just glued them in whatever order that they happen to come out. So these first pages that are the pocket pages, the ones that had a bigger area, I've just glued the art paper here. This was my vintage wallpaper, and I put a piece over here, and I'm just using washi tape as a pretty border. Whatever I have in my stash that I wanted to use, I'm just using it up. I'm not overthinking this. I'm making it an easy project. And so for me, thinking about friendship, and I thought about the Bible verse at Proverbs 17:17, a true friend shows love at all times. That's the A portion of that verse. So I thought that was perfect, the perfect start for my September 2022 journal. And now each page I just came in and put the art paper, put the washi tape, and put it my next journal prompt. So this one is Wanderlust, Journal, Vintage, Honesty, and Ingenuity. Okay, now this middle section are a lot of pockets, but I'm going to put papers where I decide I want to. And then the back part of the book, again, has more writing space. So I need to just come in here, and I'm going to continue with my journal prompts and then just put them on the page, and then that's going to be my prompt for me to think about in the day. So what beauty did I see today? Or what made me feel beautiful today? Something like that. Or fanciful. Think about, what does fanciful mean to you? And then look around you for that day. And that's what you journal around. So it makes it so easy to journal when you use journal prompts. And so this is what I'm doing, and I thought, you know, I'm going to share this with my community so that I can share with you and give you all a starting point, and to help you to get unstuck from journaling, from not journaling, and to get back into, or start journaling, get back into it, or to begin journaling. So I hope you found this short video helpful, inspiring, so easy, so simple. We want to keep life simple and easy. Things are so too complicated as it is now. Let's keep things simple. So we really will, if you embrace journaling, and especially gratitude journaling, and using journal prompts to journal, and just look at life in a whole new perspective and with a whole new set of eyes, your life will become so amazing. You'll be so happier, more positive. You won't focus on the negative. You'll focus on the positive, because when you journal, it makes you focus on the positive. So if you had a day that wasn't so hot, but your journal prompt for the day is beauty, you're going to put aside all of those negative things, all of the unpleasant things, or whatever thing didn't go right, and you're going to have to look for the beauty in this day. Now that immediately switches the way your brain thinks and the way your brain does things. And I'm on this whole journey of mindfulness and positivity and getting away from negativity, not dwelling on your health problems and not dwelling on what you can't do, but dwell on what you can do. Dwell on what's positive about your health, because there is something positive, okay? So that's where my journey is going. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me do this over the past few years. And I did a whole month of journaling for showing myself love. I did a whole month of journaling on finding joy in my life and around me and in me. And what did I have to be joyful about? So this is nothing new for me, but I've expanded it. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. It's just blossoming beyond my wildest dreams. And just like my business name is Markets of Sunshine, well, the sunshine is coming into my life. And I am drawing people of sunshine and people of positivity. And I'm able to start helping and to seeing my friends and my husband transform into being more positive. And it's wonderful. It's just a wonderful experience. So I really encourage you to embrace journaling, to begin journaling. And then as a treat for being on my mailing list, every month now I'm going to give you a free sheet of journal prompts. So you have your August sheet, and if you sign up for September, going forward now, every month you will get your free digital download printable of free journal prompts from me. And then in addition, along the way throughout the year, I will sprinkle in some of my other maybe vintage wallpaper images or things of that sort, that I make little tags, that I make you a sheet of different little things you can cut out and use in your journals as well. So journal cards, tags, little cute embellishments, things like that along the way. So again, if you are on my list, you received this was one for 1 month. And so just as a thank you. I just really appreciate it. So that's my thank you to you. And I appreciate you guys because you support me through my Etsy shop by making purchases. You support me by subscribing and commenting and liking and watching my videos. So this is my way to give back to you in addition to the free videos that I'm making for you here on my channel because I love to do it. So please think about this and let me know in the comments below if this inspired you to get to journaling and to continue journaling. Stay safe, keep creating in the sunshine, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.